Hey everyone, what's up? How are ya? Hope you're fine. My name is Anya. It's time to watch some scary videos again. Well, hopefully scary videos. So get what you need, get comfy, something to cuddle with or cover your eyes. Oh, there's hair everywhere. And see you in a second. Alright, let's go. Let's see if it's really a demon that's trying to kidnap a baby.
It is said that children are the most precious treasures we have as human beings. So the mere idea of something bad happening to them fills us with anguish and impotence. Unfortunately, that was what a mother experienced firsthand, who saw on screen how her worst nightmares came true. An impressive recording that, along with others, will make this night one that will surely remain in the depths of your subconscious. My name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present A Demon is Caught Kidnapping a Baby. 5 horror videos. The video of a demon kidnapping a baby is in position number 2. First, let me show you a recording just as impressive as that one. We begin this video with a strange event in which a young woman and her small dog were the unexpected protagonist. At night, while watching television in her bedroom, she suddenly began to notice a strange behavior in her pet. It was something atypical, something that this canine never did. Everyone knows their pet, right? We know when there is something bothering them. Well, something caught the attention of this young woman and her dog, who kept looking attentively at what was happening around him. Alarmed by this, the young woman took out her phone and began to record what you will see next.
Maybe it heard something. I mean, we tend to look in directions we hear something, don't we? Even if we don't see anything. I think it's the same with animals.
Yuki, ¿ya?
Oh,
¿Ya pasó?
cute doggy.
Pero lo raro es que los animales...
Well, the other animals don't.
La gatica sí mira, pero el resto de los animales no.
I guess the dog just heard something that the others didn't, and there's probably nothing there. Otherwise, the other animals would have also reacted to something.
It has always been said that animals have kind of a sixth sense to capture things that are impossible for humans to perceive. Apparently, this seems to be one of those cases, because the dog does not stop looking up towards the ceiling. Do you know what's odd? She sent me this to have me notice the strange behavior of her pet, but at no time did she see anything beyond that. Do you notice anything else?
Nope. there's nothing there. Making it brighter is not helping.
I replied to her email asking her if she had noticed what was moving in the back. The girl answered me completely terrified, saying that was impossible since she was alone that day. I could sense the concern in her email. What would you recommend for her to do? What would you do if this happened to you?
Nothing. It's happened. I didn't do anything. Yeah, it looks like
Number 4.
there's a weird shadow or something. I don't know. I mean, I've said before, I used to have birds and budgies and cockatiels, and one of them also saw or sensed or whatever something, and give out a warning screech, and all it did was alarm all the other birds. They would all flutter up, fly wildly everywhere, crash into walls and windows and shit for nothing. It's just, I mean, animals are all different, just like we humans are, you know? We all react differently, we all see the world differently, sense it, smell it, whatever. And some animals are more afraid than others, so they're probably, just like humans, more attentive than others. And some little creak, you know, the wood creaking or some noise will freak them out more than others. It's the same with people. Some are so over attentive, they hear and you know, that they hear everything, they see everything, while others, you know, they're sitting right next to them and they don't see or hear anything.
The following corresponds to a disturbing clip captured by a man who began recording an old house.
Do we have that
As you can
already?
see, the footage begins with him recording each of the spaces in the house, with the idea of leaving a video for those who might be interested in living in it. However, during the tour, odd things occurred that completely unsettled this man, especially when he saw the replay of the video the next day. Watch the full log, which is almost 2 minutes long, and write down all the paranormal things you managed to see.
Aquí en mi ex casa con los hijos del bebé subí nomás para echarle un ojo que esté todo bien, porque ya pues no han venido a entregar por ella, pero hay que llevar las llaves ya que no vinieron por ellas. La cocina integral, la sala. Pinche puertas hediondas. La oficina y la cochera lo anduvo un rato. Ahí está. Aquí estamos, la cocina de nuevo, el corredorcillo. Aquí está mi cuarto. Ay, güey, pinche puerta, parece que en mi puerta, ¿qué? Pues qué pedo. Pues no cerré nada.
Your door slammed shut somewhere.
Cuarto de los niños. Aquí es la ventanilla, los closets.
Now it's gone, or oh no, was that the other closet? It looked like there's something in there. A child in a jacket, or maybe just a jacket.
¿Sabe qué? Bueno.
One of these big fluffy winter
El
jackets.
de los niños. El baño se me olvidó. Aquí está el baño. Y pues creo que es todo.
Did you notice anything strange? That person dressed in red should never have been there, since he was completely alone at that moment. In addition, seconds later, he passes by again and this time nothing is seen inside the closet.
Yeah, well, maybe if there was a person sitting in there in a jacket or a child, it could have just left and is standing right behind him waiting to go home with dad or, uncle or...
When our subscriber became aware of this, he immediately began reviewing his other recordings and photographs taken at the house.
And now all of a sudden there's going to be ghostly apparitions on all of them, like that thing
Can
in the
this
window.
be the same man? I remind you that this clip was not made to be published on the internet. It was to be sent only to the future buyers. He tells me that he doesn't know who that was. This house was his for many years, and he doesn't remember having experienced anything paranormal before.
Well, then
He
why should
assures
that
me
have
that he did
changed?
not send this footage to the future buyers for fear that they would reject buying the house. Have you ever bought a used house? Can you imagine if information similar to this has been kept from you? Number 3.
What's there to keep? It was just so weird. Never mind. You know me
What
by
you
now.
will see in this
I don't
post is
buy it.
impossible for you to see anywhere else, since it was sent directly to me by the person who recorded it. From Peru, Rodoy Guerrero, a subscriber of the channel, sent me a video captured in a casino by a security camera. He says he has worked here for almost 12 years, long enough to see all kinds of inexplicable phenomena that occurred at night. Although one of the most shocking events occurred in the kitchen of the casino, at a time when maintenance personnel were preparing a pot full of soup to give out. In that exact moment is when the inexplicable happened.
Whoa. That's uncool. God damn it. Shit. Oh, I'd be so pissed off. Do we get more repetitions? Okay.
Brody maintains that all the employees knew that strange things were happening around here. Chairs moving, that kitchen and cleaning utensils would switch places, but that they had never seen anything like what you're about to see now. Since that pot of soup is extremely heavy, to this day they wonder how it managed to move that way.
Well, I mean, we only see it from top. It would be cooler to see it from the same level, because maybe the little table is a little tilted, or the little stove thingy, it might be tilted, and if you put something heavy on it, yeah, it'll slip off. I don't know. I know, as I always say, I know there's a logical explanation. I'm sure it's really simple, but as we don't know everything there is to know about the situation, it's hard to say what caused it to fall down.
Notice that it is not hooked on anything.
I was just gonna say, maybe somebody is sitting over there in the corner and pulling it down, but it would be a really mean prank. I mean, it's a waste of food. It's a hell of a lot to clean up. I don't think somebody did that on purpose. I think there's something, as I said, slanted or whatever, and it just fucking slipped down. It happens. It's fucking annoying, but it happens.
It is stable on the mini electric stove, and nothing bumps it. I know that if you like the paranormal, you're always looking for really noticeable phenomena.
Yeah, I mean, but she's walking right past it, so maybe there are some kind of vibrations. We don't know how, as I just said, we don't know the details. We don't know. I mean, I'm sure you've been to some places where every step makes the whole place shake, depending on how it's built, and all that. So what do we know? We don't know nothing. All we can see is that thing falling and...
monsters and creatures like in the movies. But let me be honest and tell you that when real paranormal things happen, they occur exactly like this.
You think?
For me,
what's the use though for the ghost or whatever creature is supposed to be doing this? That's what I also often ask myself, like, what's the use for the creature if there really is one, or entity, or whatever we want to call it, right? If there really is some kind of entity somewhere spooking a place out, or haunting rather, like, what's the intention behind it? Does it have an intention? Does it know it's dead or a demon or whatever? Why does it do the things we do? Did I just say, why does it do the things we do? Oh, Jesus. I was ahead in my sentence, and then, yeah. I mean, that would be a whole topic of itself to have a look at sometimes, because... never mind. I'm getting far too carried away with my thoughts right now.
this is real
they're
proof
useless.
of the paranormal. The pot was extremely hot, which could have caused serious harm to that assistant, which leaves open the possibility
Imagine
that
it
it
would
is
have
an
felt
evil
on her
entity
feet.
and not
Oh.
a spirit of the deceased, because the things they move are not heavy,
Did I just
since
say
they
would
move
have?
them by accident.
Never
This
mind.
incident clearly had a bad intention.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but I'm in a really crappy mood tonight, so, and that always kind of affects my speech areas as well for some weird reason. Although lately, I don't know. I feel like I'm just losing it completely. I'm losing everything. My capability to speak right, to think straight. Never mind. Let's not get into that.
Our subscriber assures us that since that occurrence, the staff does not dare enter the kitchen without the company of
The
someone
stove
else,
also slides
for
back,
fear
so...
that in the future, something much more serious could happen.
Yeah, but even if it was nothing,
Number
accidents
2.
happen. And they happen out of nothing, too. Stuff breaks. Today it was fine, tomorrow it's broken. That happens, too.
There's no doubt that children are the most precious treasure for any human being, and just thinking about something bad happening to them produces a level of anguish almost impossible to bear. That is why many parents choose to never leave their children alone. Either they stay with their parents or with their older siblings. However, the following clip shows that sometimes that is not enough to protect babies who are left at the mercy of strange forces that try to get a hold of them. What am I referring to? Observe.
Oh, careful. Ow. How can you put a child on just a mattress with no protection? It'll fall off and hurt itself. Jesus. That now looks like a backwards recording. As if, you know, the child was crawling forward, but someone, it's either recorded it backwards or is playing it backwards. So it looks weird as if the child is
Unfortunately,
going
I have
backwards.
no further information regarding when
Maybe
and
it is
where this
crawling
image was
backwards.
captured. We only know that it was uploaded for the first time by Sendo Abado, whose YouTube channel is Zain
Makan. Wait, that's Indonesian or maybe Malay, and that means to eat. So where is it from? Well, somewhere the Malayan area there, right?
Abdullah. However, it is definitely an extremely disturbing sequence, not only because of what happened, but
What I found the most disturbing is how that poor kid rolled off the mattress and smacked his head on the floor. All I want to do is take it in my arms and you know, stroke his head, like, it's okay. Oh.
Also because of the insignificant reaction of his older brothers, who never woke up to the baby's cries. It's almost as if they had been sedated in some way. What could have happened to that minor?
Why should,
What could have...
dude, once kids sleep, they sleep. You could have bombs going off next to them, explosions, houses collapsing. They'll sleep. Most of them at that age still have a great health, so they sleep like a baby, you know? Although babies wake up all the time because they're hungry or thirsty or shit themselves or pee themselves. But you say, oh, he slept like a baby, and meaning that he slept through the whole night. And I mean, I still sleep like that. I need about 4 to 5 hours in the extreme case until I finally fall asleep. But once I sleep, I'm gone. I don't wake up for shit. You can have bombs exploding right next to me. I wouldn't notice. You know, next morning I wake up, everything's gone. Like, what happened?
Told him. Could this recording be true? Tell me what you think.
Why would anyone say it's being abducted?
Number
It's just
1.
crawling backwards. Oh, abducted by demon.
We end this video with a strange situation experienced in Mexico that to this day no one has been able to explain. It happened on any given night. A man was in his home when suddenly he began to hear screams coming from the street. As he left, he saw that his neighbors did not stop looking up at the sky, so he quickly took out his cell phone and began to record. It wouldn't take more than a couple of seconds to realize what was happening. Watch.
¿Qué es, cabrón?
Which what?
Ya valimos. Ya, adiós coronavirus. Ay, ¿de dónde se ve la luz roja?
Oh, the light. I thought that was a stoplight flashing. Because I have a flat. God damn it! I was just gonna say I have a flashlight. No, I have a light at the end of the street here, and that, you know, never mind. It lightens up the whole place. It's like party lights, you know. But okay, that looks like...
As I mentioned to you, until now, nobody knows what those red flashes corresponded to.
Explosions,
which for a few minutes were
fires.
visible to hundreds of people who could not believe what they were seeing. Could it be the lights of an aircraft? Could it be some kind of weather phenomena? There has been talk about weapons, satellites, and even UFO sightings. However, all this stays within the field of speculation, since until now, there is no official version of what happened that night. Do you dare give any explanation to this video?
I dare give tons of explanations to anything, but sometimes there's just no use to it. I have no clue. I know there's a lot of shit with lights in the sky and everything. During the lockdown periods and everything, when practically everyone was streaming on Twitch, a German musician also started streaming, and he would always do alien and UFO talks, and I really enjoyed watching it, except for reading the chat. I like reading chats, but that was one of the most arrogant, toxic chats I have ever encountered anywhere. The arrogance of the people, you know, like, oh, that's just bullshit. Like, wow. I guess they were really, really young, because when you're young, you are dumb and arrogant and stupid, but you think you know everything. I was like that too, so never mind that. But meanwhile, it really triggers me. And he had also recorded blue lights outside his bathroom window, and over the course of a year or year and a half, he could not figure out what those lights were. Nobody in the chat, nobody he had asked and consulted, and he had a friend or two. They lived in the area. They had also seen the lights, and they had no clue. And I find that really, really, really fascinating and interesting, but I don't know. I don't know enough to give useful information. Did I just say useful? Oh, jeez. Any useful contributions, you know, because I know there's with skies. I mean, with the sky, there's lots with reflections and water and rainbows, you know, prisms and all that. And so I'm an idiot when it comes to that. I know the prism effect, and that's it. Oh, Jesus Christ, the plane going by outside. So maybe there is some kind of something to this prism effect that reflects just one color of light, like just red or blue or green, or, you know, I don't understand that. So I can only guess, and that's, I would love to know everything about it. I do. I love knowledge. If it was up to me, I would just suck up everything, all the knowledge of the world. And then I would probably go even more crazy than I already am, because sometimes, as I say, ignorance can be fucking bliss. And the more I knew in the course of my life, the more I wished I knew nothing. Because knowing a lot of shit doesn't really make you happy. But I'm getting off topic again. I'm sorry. Never mind. Let's
Leave it in the comment box, because we have come to an end.
no, okay.
My name is Leonore Clay.
Yeah,
and
I
this
have no
was
clue what that is. Let me know,
the
you guys. I'm
darkest.
really sorry. I'm really interested to what you think about these light phenomena in the sky. Be it red light, blue light, whatever light, whatever color. Just let me know. I'm wanting to know, because I don't really know what to make of it.
Secret.
And I know it's not always reflections or these lights, you know, that sometimes companies or clubs have, like grand opening, you know, so you can see it up into space and shit like that. I would really, really, really like to know more about that, but I don't know how to do that. So yeah, maybe you can give me some clues or some ideas, some whatever you guys think. So yeah, I'm sorry I'm in such a crappy mood, but I haven't recorded for I don't know, a week or so, and doing nothing is not helping either. So as you know, I said it before, I'd rather do a crappy job than no job at all. That makes me feel even worse and more useless on this planet, as I already am. Oh well. Yeah, never mind. Before I go on with the bullshit talk, you guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had whatever fun, or yeah. Have a great day or a great night, and see you in the next video. Bye. Wow, am I enthusiastic, huh?